Hello and welcome. Back to my channel. My name is Maya and I am a trauma-informed coach. I help people not only heal their past bad negative experiences, but also create the reality and the future that they so deeply deserve and can have. So today I want to talk about toxic positivity and bypassing and how that affects our manifesting journey. Because manifesting, again, just to summarize this really quickly, manifesting is simply taking an idea, a vision from our imagination and bringing it into the 3D. That's manifesting. It's basically creating. I always find like it's useful to have that definition. It's just basically taking something from our imagination and making it real. That's it. So we are always manifesting. Okay, and so our manifestation journey means we have something in mind that we really want to experience. And so, how do we get from it being in our imagination to it being in our reality? That's the manifestation journey. And it's really fun and exciting. It is a bit of a journey. So sometimes we get a little bit of impatience and frustration. And that's part of it. And that's okay. But it doesn't have to be hard. But today I want to talk about toxic positivity because many people who are looking to manifest something, they say, okay, I need to be positive all the time, because when you are positive, you raise your vibration, your frequency, and that puts you in alignment with whatever you're looking to manifest. So the higher your vibration, the higher the energy frequency, the more likely, the more aligned you will be with whatever you are looking to pull in, to attract. That is when you might fall into this trap of toxic positivity. So every day, just being positive, everything's great. Yeah, this is fine, that's fine. Even though inside you feel like, wow, I feel terrible. Maybe I feel like a loser. I feel like a failure. I feel like I can't accomplish anything. I'm not getting anywhere. So there are a lot of negative thoughts, and we have these negative thoughts. It's totally normal. We have both positive and negative. And to only focus on the positive and only express the positive and to only see these, that is not going to work, because if we ignore the other thoughts, the other feelings, they're going to fester. They're going to fester because basically you've shoved them down, repressed and suppressed them. And when you do that, it's not going to end well. It isn't, because you are not processing them, you're not releasing them, you're just ignoring them. And if you ignore a wound that it needs attention, like these thoughts, they come up because they need attention. So if you ignore a wound, it'll get infected. And so you can see that, you can compare that to this situation with these thoughts. And so recognizing, okay, these negative thoughts are showing up because they need me to recognize them. They need to be validated because they are part of me. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. So they are there, they are showing up, they need attention. It's pretty simple. So when we ignore them, we bottle them up, and then that means at some point it's going to explode. There's going to be a breakdown. It's going to be good. And so we don't want to go into this only positive, the toxic positivity, because that would, result in what I've just described, this infection of these suppressed feelings. And then when you bottle them up too much, then it explodes, and then you'll have an overreaction, and that might just end up being in a very inopportune moment. Maybe it'll be in a business meeting when you feel extra pressure, and then that will maybe be the last straw, and then you just And so we want to avoid things like that. And the way to avoid that is by not only focusing on one aspect of us, but having a balanced approach. And we can do that even when we are looking to manifest something, where usually you want to be as high frequency as possible. So the best way to do this would be to recognize these negative feelings and give them the space that they need. It's actually a beautiful process if you think about it. So when you are manifesting, you're thinking these positive things. Yeah, I'm going to attract this money. I'm going to increase that, and that's going to show up, and I'll have a holiday in Bali. Wow, wonderful. That's so good. And then you will notice these little negative niggles coming up, and they will sound something like, you're not going to manage that. Since when is that possible? You've never done anything like this. You have been working on things like this for the longest time, 2, 3, 4 years. Has anything changed? No. So why should it be different now? You'll notice all of these beautiful little stories coming up, and they will feel very hurtful. And this is when it's very important to have built capacity to actually hold space for these voices, because these voices are coming from a hurt aspect, a wound inside of you, a wound that needs attention. And so you can turn towards these voices, and you don't need to feel worried, scared, or run away from them, or distract yourself from them, or just ignore them. Don't, you can face them. They need attention. They are, you can see them as a scared little child that is just saying, you know what, I don't want to focus on this positive stuff because, and it gives you all of these reasons. And this is happening because it just doesn't want to be disappointed anymore. So this hurt aspect is trying to protect you from maybe something that happened in childhood. You were looking forward to something, didn't happen, disappointment, and that hurt. And so that hurt got stuck. It got stuck in your body and your subconscious. And so that is a traumatic imprint. And now it's bubbling up. It's saying, hey, I don't belong here. I'd like to be released. I'd like to be healed. Right? So now you can be a safe space for this scared aspect that's just trying to protect you from disappointment and hurt and pain. Right? And so understand that, first of all, and recognize, oh, okay, there's pain there. There's a traumatic imprint there. That hurt. It's a wound. Great. And then you can grab yourself a little notebook and you can write down the thoughts that are coming up. I love writing them down. I say this over and over again because when you do that, you are actually validating them. You are giving them your attention, and they need that. They're coming up for that reason, to be validated, to be seen, to be experienced, to be felt. And when you do all of that, that's how you heal this wound. That's what we're doing. And then once you heal this wound by giving your attention, being a safe space for this hurt aspect, it will disintegrate. It will be released. You will not have that pain anymore. It will be healed. But you need to go through this process for it to do that. If you ignore it, stuff it down, run away from it, it's not going to heal. It's going to fester. And it's going to hurt more. It'll get louder and louder, right? So turn towards it and just give it the TLC, the attention that it needs, that it's asking for. Be that safe space. And you can speak with that aspect. After you've written down the thoughts, you can say, oh, yes, okay. And you speak to that part. You say, I see you, you feel scared, you feel worried, and just have that dialogue, have that conversation. Yes, it might end in tears, but those are good tears. Those are healing tears. Okay, so that is how you can combine manifestation with healing work, because manifestation is actually such a beautiful thing to bring up these wounds and these triggers that are standing in the way of getting to that goal of manifesting whatever you are looking forward to experiencing. Because you are moving towards it, you're taking action towards it, visualizing it, seeing it, feeling it, and then there is going to be some resistance. Because if there is not this block, resistance, trigger, wound, you would already be in that reality experiencing your manifestation and your goal. But you're not, because there's something in the way blocking you. All right, so Just follow the process that I've just outlined. Whenever these voices come up, give them space. They deserve it, they need it, and so do you, so that you can move forward. You need to go through these blocks, not ignore them. If you ignore them, how are you going to get through them? It's impossible. It's like standing there like an ostrich. Like the ostrich puts their head in the sand, but does that make the world or any sort of danger go away? No, it doesn't. So face it, face these blocks, face these fears. The scared little child, be there for it. And before you know it, you will have processed the strong emotion and you'll look back and you'll say, oh, well, that wasn't too bad. That was fine. And then you can move forward on your journey towards your manifestation. All right. I hope that has helped you today. I hope that's been interesting. And if you are looking to find out more about how to heal traumatic imprints, I have finished the course. I'm so proud of myself. Good job, Maya. I've done it. And it's such a beautiful course. It is compact, it is concise, to the point, and it's basically going to guide you right through the entire process from start to finish. And, and that's it. So if you have any questions about how to move through these sort of blocks, these triggers, these wounds, there it is. It's available now. So I hope you go and check it out, have a look, and let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear your feedback. I always want to hear from you. In the comments, let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences. Let me know what showed up for you. What sort of blocks are you facing right now? What is showing up for you? Okay, thank you so much for being with me today. And remember, you deserve to live your life to the fullest. It's your life. You are worthy and you're loved. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.